Good morning, it's Ryan and Paula. We're down at North Carolina, Whittier, technically, near Silva. And we're gonna do a little walkthrough video of the Tuckasegee RV Resort in Whittier, North Carolina. We started on the end where it's a long, skinny park. It's got a lot of local attractions. It's not far from Bryson City. There's a really nice fruit and market. What's the name of it? Darnell's, something like that. Darnell's. And so we're gonna probably go over there today. My brother lives nearby, so we're gonna be out and about, going to Asheville and other places. I'll start with at the end of the park. There's a nice dog area for let your dogs run a little bit, and a nice little sign. There's no poop fairy. The river, I'm not sure if it's low or high. It looks a little low maybe. It is spring. It's April 15th, Good Friday of 2022. This is the beginning of a nice vacation for us. We've never had a 2-week vacation with a camper. That's Dixie, by the way. They have a turnaround down here for campers. And also this is not typical to the rest of the sites. These look a tad more rustic, but they have water and they have a table, fire pit. Kind of a neat thing at this park. If you're a train person, there is a train that comes out of Bryson City to Dillsboro, like a sightseeing train, and it must come right by here unless there's another track real close. And so if you like trains, it would be a nice little treat to see that. We're hoping to get a video of it while we're here. What's the temperature this morning, Paula? Is that
I did not check
50 something probably? It's just cool.
The sun is out.
But
so
we've been in Michigan all winter, so we think that it's probably a little nicer than most of the local people do. These sites are considerably smaller. That's a smaller camper there, and it's an 18-footer. And looks like you could put maybe a 10-foot more of a camper in there, maybe a 28-footer to a 30-footer. There's, as you can see, this part of the park is not very full. Looks like the park has a few long-term campers. They do have like a monthly rate, and we'll add that to the beginning of the video. The campground itself sits maybe 10 foot above the river. In flood conditions, it probably does come up quite a ways. But all along the river, you can see there's a nice walk that goes like halfway down or a third of the way down. There are places where you can get down to the water and walk around in the water if you want. Dog friendly park, but they need to be on leashes, which Dixie will be getting on hers here in a minute. Not her favorite thing. There's some nice benches, very peaceful. There's trout in the river. I'm not sure on the regulations or how much the license costs. We didn't look into it. Maybe in the future we will. There's just this one camper that actually has like a built-on part. Really good looking lot. I'm gonna go down and get a little video down the river there. So there's little steps along the way. That trail goes all the way to the end of the park, and the sites are accessible to the river every so often. There's not steps on every site, I don't think, but very accessible. Like I said, the railroad tracks are practically in the park. Good morning. Dixie wants to make some friends. These sites here are probably a 30-foot camper, probably no problem on this site. There are sites like ours that our campers overall length is 30 feet. You could easily put an extra 10, 15 foot. You could easily park the truck in front of it. The truck's probably 17, 18 feet. So it would haul, like this site here, number 35. 36 looks a little shorter. 35, a nice sized camper could go on that. I love the big flat rocks all along there too. It's nice. Some people got an old Jeep. That's a good sized motorhome, and they've got tons of space, so easily back in and out of. The road's nice and wide. Speed bumps. They're supposed to be having live music, they said, this Saturday, tomorrow, if weather permitting. It's supposed to rain, but they do have a nice pavilion area, which we'll cover here in a minute. Here's an empty lot. This is lot 31, and it's a big one. You easily put a 45 foot camper on here. They do a really nice job with maintenance and lawn keeping, trimming stuff back, it looks like. Like I said, just non-stop views of the river. Got little privacy fences that just kind of help keep your boundaries, I guess, when you're like I said, the width of the campsite isn't very, it's not abnormally wide like a state park or something, but it is very comfortable. We have no complaints about it. Plenty of room to put your awning out, a picnic table, park your car, even another one if you needed to. Like lot 30 has a big fifth wheel on it, and it could be bigger, so these sites are big. They have pads, but it looks like most people choose to be a little further back. We did the same thing too. We wanted a nice view out of the back window of the camper looking at the river. That was kind of important to us. Must be they got the word on us. Our campsite, right across from our campsite, is where someone's parking their patrol car, which nice for safety, I guess. We don't have any issues with the law enforcement whatsoever, so good to see him here. Do have a basketball hoop, and I'd like to be around when they're using that smoker. That thing is amazing, huge. This is our site. There's a little walkway because there's steps down. So 25 will give you a quick view of that because it's ours and no one will have an issue with it. And it's kind of a third of the way down, maybe. You grab the information for the park in the truck. We love the feel here. It's just nice and cozy. And we had a fire last night. It was very enjoyable. Water's nice and clear. You can see that trail I talked about. You can walk all the way along the river. And as I'll show you down further, there are places to go get in the river if you like.
Y'all just getting here?
We got here yesterday.
Yeah, just here for the weekend.
We got here for a month, Sunday.
Nice.
For
For a
no,
month?
for a week.
Nice.
We just up here, went to the casino, checked out the area.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Then went up in the mountains, do some mushrooms.
Oh, did you find any?
Oh yeah, we found some.
Oh, nice. Nice, yeah. I hear that. There's nice morel hunting. You are really close to the national park. Cherokee. There's a casino.
Probably go back today.
On this part of the park, there are sites on both sides.
This place is too noisy.
Yeah, there's some traffic noise.
Okay.
So there's some big. It is a holiday weekend, so looks like there's quite a few people here, a lot of cars. When we pulled in, a lot of the campers were here with no cars, so we're assuming there's weekly, monthly type people here too. Morning. Like I said, lots of dogs. There's 43. Lot 20. Lot 19. 19 looks like a monster big lot.
All these things look very big.
I guess over here there's a few. They've got some sort of gazebo and some steps on there, so they must be long-termers. They haven't even uncovered their camper RV yet. That's a nice wide spot too. There's a lot of, I guess if you had kids you need a little more room, then 17 might be your spot. 16 big monster fifth wheel and plenty of room in the truck. I love these sites with the train. It'd be cool to have a video sitting by your fire with the train going by. That's 47. The electric is 30, 50, or 20 amps. They do have a requirement that your camper has to be a certain age or newer, or it has to be in good shape. They don't, I guess they just don't want to have people in here with beat up campers. They do have a couple of rental cabins. I've heard they're really nice. We're going to ask if we can get a video later and have a little walkthrough. So if you had a camper and wanted to camp, but your parents or in-laws or whatever wanted to go with you, there's an option where you could rent number 50, which must be the number of spots they have total. That's a pretty high number. Rent number 50 and number 1, and you could be camping right next to the family or the kids. Or nice option. We wish that a lot more campgrounds did that. I'm gonna go down here somewhere and get another picture of the river. But the cabins, it's number 1 and number 2, so I always say. Little porch with rocking chairs, really cute. We really like this park. And like I said, Dillsboro down the street. We'll have a video of that. A little walking of that. And Silva is nice. If you like craft beer, there's tons of breweries around. Love their outdoor area. This is they've got swings, and they take the golf carts out of there later. You can come down and mill around and socialize, visit with people. They're very friendly here. They have a nice outdoor cooking area.